rotation. Headshots. God damn. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Okay, dude. Fuck you.
Okay, what is up, everybody? DSP here, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is Sunday, March 16th, 2014. Holy crap. I know, it's surreal, isn't it? How time flies. And welcome to the Weekend Preview of one of the biggest gaming weeks of the year. I've been saying all along that this month, the month of March, is the big one. It actually started the last week of February, all the way through the end of March. Every week, major multiple releases, heavy hitters, things that everyone wants to play and or see. And this week is certainly no exception. In fact, this week is actually the most jam-packed week that is going to be in the whole month, and I'm going to explain why, obviously, in this video. I'm going to explain how we're going to be covering everything going on, including what versions of what games I'm getting, so you know, gee, what consoles you're getting it for, what version is he getting, so you're going to know that. And also, the official announcement of a giveaway, one that I've been alluding to for months. I'm going to tell you that it's basically going to try to start it this week, but I'm going to tell you the one thing that's holding it back in this video. So it's going to be jam-packed full of info. So thank you for attending and looking at my nice scruffy beard that I haven't shaved for like a week and a half. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk, first of all, about what I'm working on right now. Right now, I am in the midst of a quite epic, may I say, Dark Souls 2 playthrough. And when I say that, I mean this is not the old school Dark Souls playthrough that I did back in 2011, where it was a comedy of errors. Every 5 seconds I would fuck up. I didn't learn the game engine. I didn't learn anything about the controls. I was just basically flubbed my way through it until I backed myself into such a goddamn corner that instead of having to replay 2 to 3 hours of gameplay, I said enough is enough and I quit. No. This is not that. This is night and day from that old playthrough. In fact, most people who've watched the streams and the playthrough were saying it's quite entertaining, that I've learned from going back to Dark Souls last year and then playing through Demon Souls last year, and that people are quite impressed at the level of gameplay that I've been putting out for them in this playthrough. Now, admittedly, I've been grinding after hours, around 2 to 3 hours a night. I jump on and I go through and I go back and fight all the enemies that I fought that day during the streams, and I fight them more until I get extra experience, and sometimes I find extra items that were hidden or lying around by doing that. And admittedly, let's be honest here, the stream chat helped me a few times for key things that there's no freaking way you would ever figure out without being told, okay? So, admittedly, I am getting some assistance, but when it comes to the combat, when it comes to the initial exploration of all the new areas, I'm doing it all on my own. And what's actually happened, is that the haters, those people who really just wanted to watch me fail, are gone. And what I mean by that is we started on Tuesday with a stream of 2,500 people. The next day, it was around 1,500 people, and we've had consistently between around 1,300 to 1,500 people all week every time that I stream Dark Souls 2. And I'm actually quite surprised, because I thought for sure that after 2 or 3 days that the viewership would go way low, because this is what always happens with the longer ongoing playthroughs of mine. Usually the viewership tapers off. Now on YouTube, it's also done that. However, now what I'm noticing this weekend is I am getting a big boost in views for the first beginning of the playthrough. I think what happened is this. A lot of people didn't want to be spoiled. They know that Dark Souls is a unique style of game where if you get spoiled, you could potentially spoil all the surprises of the game. And they didn't want to, so they played through the game by themselves at first, and then they're watching my playthrough following along as they beat those parts of the game. And I think that also a lot of people, for example, Europe didn't get Dark Souls 2 until Friday. So some people just didn't even get the game till Friday. Obviously, they didn't want to spoil, but I've seen a marked increase in viewership of the playthrough on YouTube since this weekend. So I'm pleased. The streams are hopping, full of people. The content on YouTube is top-notch, and I'm loving the game. At this point, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm trying to remember how many parts are in the playthrough. I think I've got more than 90 parts recorded. And from what people are saying, I'm not even halfway done with the game yet, which is pretty wild when you think about it. Damn, that game has a lot of freaking content, right? So, what does this mean for this week? How is this going to progress? Well, to get you guys up to speed, earlier today I did have a shorter stream that was of Dark Souls 2. I've uploaded half of that footage so far to my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. Tonight, we're doing the weekend preview right now. Alright? As soon as this is over, I'm going to upload this video to the King of Hate Vlogs, my vlogging channel on YouTube. And then what I'm going to do is set up uploads of the remainder of videos from the NES Remix gameplay that I did on co-op with John Rambo back on Friday, because we only got the first half of that up. Why am I not doing a second gaming stream tonight? Well, it's the same reason I didn't do a second gaming stream yesterday. I'm trying to get my taxes done. And for those of you who live in the United States, and especially if you're self-employed, you know what a nightmare getting taxes done can be. Let me give you some perspective on the work I got to do here. First of all, I have to put together documentation of how much money that I made from sources such as Machinima, Twitch, etc. Any source that I made income from. Those are the only two major ones that I did. I have to get my mortgage insurance statement, my mortgage percentage, I don't even know what it is, interest something, documentation. They all mailed it to me. I have to get all that stuff and scan it. Problem is, my scanner's busted. It has been busted for over 6 months, so I have to try to plug it in and get it working again tonight so I can send that shit to my accountant. I have to take all of my receipts from the past year, the whole year of 2013. We're talking every game purchase. We're talking any equipment, including all of this direct capture equipment, all these headphones, all this shit that did not exist before I bought it in the year of 2013, right? I have to document all of this stuff and basically say, yes, I spent this much money in this month on this, and this is what it is, and I have to detail all this in an itemized spreadsheet. I worked on this for 2.5 hours last night, and I'm still not done because over the course of today, I'm remembering, oh yeah, wait a minute, I bought 3 pairs of headphones, not 2, and I only put 2 on the spreadsheet. I have to find out how much it is and put it on the spreadsheet. It's a big rigmarole, and it's a lot of work because here's the thing. If I forget one receipt, and that receipt was for $400, that's $400 that would have been a tax write-off that it's my fault that I didn't get it written off on my taxes, right? So it's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the long run. So yesterday night, I got the spreadsheet done. Tonight, my goal, after I finish this week in preview, is to head over to my bedroom, pick up my wireless printer, which desynced from my whole setup here 6 months ago, walk this 10 fucking pound monstrosity into the living room, hook it up on the floor here, try to get it to work again, scan all my documentation, get it all sorted out, make sure that the spreadsheet has everything in it and I didn't forget anything, and then send all that shit off to my accountant. It's going to take a while. It's going to probably take more than an hour, and I said, there's no way I'm going to rush through it. I need to get it done. I need to do my taxes now because, as I've told you guys before, and I might as well throw it out there now in the weekend preview so you know what to expect, come early April, I will be taking a significantly long time off, meaning probably about a week and a half in early April. I'm doing house hunting. It's going to be the very first trip that I go on for house hunting, and if we're lucky, hell, maybe we'll find something we like and we can start the process of getting the hell out of Dodge, get out of Connecticut, and move to a bigger and better place where I'll have my own office, I'll have multiple rooms and shooting locations to do things in. I could do new projects. I'm just so excited about the prospect of moving. And that's what the beginning of April is going to be. So basically, I need to get my taxes done immediately so that my accountant can get them done. Anything I need to sign gets signed. They get filed ahead of time because the due date is actually the middle of April, and I might just be getting back in the middle of April. Okay. So that's tonight, but I have already uploaded a whopping 13 new Dark Souls 2 videos to DSP Gaming. It's over 2 hours of footage. So check them out. There's multiple boss fights. What I've been doing with the Dark Souls 2 playthrough, which is a little different than all the others, every time I fight a major boss, every time something notable happens, oh, you ran into this rare NPC, I name it in the title of the playthrough because I know there's people who are playing along the game themselves, and maybe they can't find something. I can't find that boss. I can't find this guy. Oh, well, here's where Phil fights him. Or maybe you're fighting a boss and you tried multiple times to beat it and you can't, and you want to see what was my strategy for fighting that boss. You can look it up that way because I'll title it that way, okay? And actually a lot of people have expressed that they like that. They like that I'm actually doing that little bit of extra work to name each part that's notable so that they know where to look for certain information, okay? So, tonight, all you're going to see is the weekend preview and NES Remix on YouTube. Tomorrow, first stream, yes again, Dark Souls 2, and this is a full-length stream, not the shorter one that I did earlier today, but a full-length stream starting at 1:30 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going all the way till probably around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be great, and I'm having so much fun with this game. I've got 2 of the 4 big monsters dead, and things are going swimmingly, okay? So that's going to be tomorrow. Again, it's a blast. If you can attend, definitely attend. We've had consistently between, I said, 300 to 1,500 people every day on the stream. People are loving the gameplay. And I'll admit, today I flubbed a little bit. I screwed up pretty bad today. You'll see tomorrow when I upload the videos how I really screwed the pooch. But it was inevitable that it was going to happen. It was going to be a perfectionist run, and I made a little bit of comedic errors, and things didn't work out too well today. But things will turn around tomorrow. I got a good feeling, okay? Then the second stream tomorrow will be the return of Tales of Symphonia HD. Now, let me clarify. I know for a fact that right now I've got about 40 parts of the playthrough live on YouTube, okay? Tales of Symphonia. I think it might be a little bit more than that. I'm not positive. I know for a fact that the playthrough is getting very, very low views. That the streams, I did 2 streams of it a week ago. The streams got low views. I knew this was going to happen because it's a JRPG. I already played Blue Dragon. I already played Dragon Age Origins. I just played Lightning Returns, and people are all RPG'd out, right? So I fully expected this was probably going to happen. That's why Tales of Symphonia is the filler playthrough. It's the playthrough that when there's nothing else really to do on a stream, I'll do it. And so tomorrow's second stream, rather than burn myself out doing an insane marathon of Dark Souls 2 streams, I said, okay, I'll do Tales of Symphonia HD. So tomorrow's videos, incidentally, are going to be Dark Souls 2 and Tales of Symphonia HD, just so you know what to expect. Now, Tuesday is one of the beginning of the big week where the first major release is coming out. It's going to be Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Now, everyone is wondering what this is actually going to end up being, and here's why I say that. It's not Metal Gear Solid 5. It's supposedly a prequel that's bridging Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5. I guess because it's been so damn long since Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, they decided, or Kojima decided, that he wanted to have a game to kind of reintroduce you back to the universe to see what's changed since Metal Gear Solid 4. And, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but what ended up happening was that all of a sudden major media outlets like Game Informer started reporting you can beat it in 2 hours. Now, the game costs $40. So it's discounted. It's not a full $60 release, but to be able to beat it in 2 hours, is that fair? Is it fair to charge, to even sell it as a retail game when you can beat it in 2 hours? Now, don't worry. The reports are that that's only if you only do the main quest line. You don't ever venture out and try to do any side questing, any side content. And in fact, it's actually been reported that the next gen versions of this game each are getting exclusive side content. The Xbox One is getting one side content, while the PS4 is getting other side content. I've been asked for 2 weeks now, Phil, what version are you getting? Here, I'm going to tell you definitively, I'm getting it for the Ouya, and it's going to be 8-bit. It's going to be great. No, I'm not getting it for the Ouya. I'm kidding. I'm getting it for the PS4. That's right. I'm getting it for PlayStation 4, and I'm going to be playing it on PlayStation 4, and whatever the extra new unlockable content is, I'm going to be doing that, okay? So my approach to this game is going to be take my time with it. If I fail, maybe try multiple ways to pass it, not rush through it, because I don't want to beat it in 2 hours. I want it to at least be long enough to fill a major stream, if not longer than that, okay? So I'm going to be playing that on Tuesday, first stream. And then Tuesday night will now shift. We're shifting for 1 week. First stream every day has been Dark Souls 2. It's now going to shift. Dark Souls 2 goes into that nighttime stream spot, while Metal Gear Solid 5 is going to be the first stream. That's going to be for Tuesday. Now, depending on how long the game is, let's say that I don't even beat Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes by the end of Tuesday, then I'm going to also play it first stream on Wednesday until it's beaten. I get the feeling between 2 days, if it is as short as everyone says, within 2 days I will beat it and all the side content of it, okay? So, Dark Souls 2 will be second. So, Metal Gear Solid 5, Dark Souls 2, Metal Gear Solid 5, Dark Souls 2. Let's say I beat it, and then by Thursday, oh, well, Phil has actually beaten Ground Zeroes, right? What am I going to do Thursday? It's pretty cool, my idea. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do Dark Souls 2 is the first stream on Thursday. And second stream, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in months, the return of Hate Live, my podcast. I have not had a chance to do it since the end of January. It's been too crazy. I've been too busy with games. And I've decided that if I do beat Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes by Wednesday, then Thursday I will do Hate Live. And this is going to be a special show because it's going to be a big retrospective. It's basically going to be what's happened with games over the past couple of months that I really haven't had a chance to talk about because I haven't had a chance to do Hate Live. So it's going to be a huge retrospective about all the games. Lightning Returns, Strider, South Park, Metal Gear Solid, what I think of that, Dark Souls, Titanfall, talking about all that stuff. I'm also going to be talking about, let's face it, some big changes that have happened, right? Including me now recording pre-streams. Unfortunately, some actions I had to take against people who were stealing my content, my policy in regards to using my content. So it's going to be pretty fun, and I'm going to try to have the live Q&A where people can call in and we can talk about anything. So that's my attempt. That's what I'm hoping we can make happen on Thursday. If Metal Gear Solid ends up being incredibly long, longer than expected, well, then we may have to change things up. But that's my rough plan for coming up on Thursday, okay? Friday. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Boom. Number two big giant bomb release for the week. Infamous Second Son. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive game. A lot of people are saying it may be the very first PlayStation 4 system seller. And if Infamous Second Son is nearly anywhere near as good as Infamous or Infamous 2, it will be. It will be definitively. If you've waited, now is the reason for you to get your ass to the store, buy your PS4, and play this game. And I'm super pumped for it. Super pumped. Because I loved both Infamous and Infamous 2. And it's been quite a while since we had the opportunity to play those games, right? It's been, 2 to 3 years since Infamous 2. And I cannot wait to play Infamous Second Son direct capture, right? High quality graphics on the PS4. I mean, you know the game's going to be polished. That's what I mean. You know, these games that Sucker Punch put out are good. So you know the game's going to be fucking polished. The game's going to be great. It's probably not going to have tons of bugs. It's going to be an interesting storyline with great characters, great voice acting. It's AAA. Everything with Sucker Punch does is AAA. So I cannot wait for Infamous Second Son this Friday. I mean, you could see it in my face. I'm stoked. Now you may be saying, well, Phil, what version did you get? I got the collector's edition. And this is a rare occurrence because I told you guys earlier this year I'm scaling back. This year I am definitely scaling back, and I'm not getting a lot of collector's editions because they cost too much money, and most of the time it comes with statuettes and things to put around it, and I don't have room for them anymore. My condo is overflowing with collectibles from games I can't get anymore. But this is an exception to the rule because I'm such a fan of Infamous that I want to get the collector's edition and see whatever swag or whatever it comes with. I'm very excited. So that's going to be Friday. How's it going to work? Now, here's the thing. I don't know, and the reason I don't know is because I don't know if my GameStop is going to do a midnight release. Typically, my GameStop does not do a midnight release until the hardcore gaming season, which is the fall, you know. Typically, this time of year, they don't do a midnight release. So depending on if they do or don't, which I won't know until later in the week, that's going to determine how I'm going to handle it. More than likely, I'm thinking they're not going to. So assuming that they're not going to do midnight release, first stream on Friday will be the premiere of Infamous Second Son, and obviously that'll be the footage that goes live on DSP Gaming that day. And then second stream will probably be the continuation of Dark Souls 2. If the game is as long as everyone's saying, I'm still going to be playing it then. This weekend is different than the norm. John Rambo, unfortunately, is not available to do anything this weekend. Okay? So because of that, we are not going to have any co-op. There's no episode of Smart Guys this weekend. But actually, it's a good thing. I think this is, and if there was 1 week where we were going to do a bye week, it's this weekend, because Infamous is going to be hot. It's going to be white hot, the new thing. Everyone's going to want to see me playing it, and, you know, if I played it one day and then didn't play it on Saturday because I was doing co-op with Rambo, and then finally played it again on Sunday, people would be like, what the hell, man, we got blue balls. We want to see you play more of it, and you stopped playing it for a day. So this is perfect. I'll be able to play it Friday, Saturday, and yes, even Sunday, and it'll move into the next week where you'll see Infamous Second Son on one stream, balanced with Dark Souls 2 on another stream. And that's how I'm planning to take us into the next week. Okay? That's my rough plan. If at any time I beat a game unexpectedly? What if in the middle of this week I beat Dark Souls 2 out of nowhere? I just wow, boom. Well, we can then put Tales of Symphonia in there temporarily until I find a full playthrough or a playthrough that I want to do consistently. Okay. Now here's the other thing. I beat Fallout 3 about a little more than a week ago now. And we were doing Fallout 3 Fridays for a very long time. Every Friday, I'd have a consistent stream of Fallout 3. I am going to be doing a Friday night series again. I'm not decided 100% on what it's going to be yet, okay? However, it's coming, but it's not going to come until April. And the reason is because this week, obviously, Infamous, that trumps anything. The week after, oh, that would be great if I started it then, but why would I start it then when I'm going to have 2 bye weeks where I'm going to be out house hunting, right? So I figure we'll start that sometime in mid-April when I return from my time off. We'll come back fresh, refreshed, and I'll figure out what that series exactly is going to be on Friday nights, and hopefully it'll be pretty good. A lot of people have said, Phil, play Elder Scrolls Oblivion. We'd love that. Other people, Phil, play Knights of the Old Republic. And other people, Phil, play Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Phil, finally play Jak 2. Phil, finally play Devil May Cry 3. Phil, play this fucking game that I never even heard of. And, you know, a lot of people are excited that I'm starting something new, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I think before I jump into something new, okay? Now, there's one thing in this Week in Preview that I have yet to mention yet, and I'm sure I actually also saw 2 people on the stream mention it. So, let's address it. Yes, I am 100% aware that Final Fantasy X HD Collection comes out this week. Yes, I'm getting it, and yes, I want to play it. Final Fantasy X was a game that when I was new, I played it for a little bit. I remember getting to the Blitzball segment, and I fucking grinded the fuck out of that Blitzball bullshit till I won. I won the Blitzball tournament, and then after that, I got bored with the fucking game and never played it again. So it was all for nothing, right? I'm very interested in checking it out again, because now I'm a different person, right? I've played tons of RPGs, and I'd like to see this game from the perspective. I'd love to see what they do with these HD graphics, okay? And I really want to play Final Fantasy X HD. So why am I not trying it this week? It's very simple. Number one, because there's too much other new stuff coming out for me to start another RPG. Number two, because I'm already in an RPG, Tales of Symphonia HD, right? People were asking me for crazy to play that game. I started playing it, and of course, no viewership, which I knew would happen. It always happens with these JRPGs. But the other reason is I just played Lightning Returns. And of course, yes, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 13 are very different games, but they're still Final Fantasy, and I think a lot of people are burnt out of Final Fantasy after Lightning Returns, after what a horrendous fucking game it ended up being. What a joke. And so I'm being apprehensive about starting up with Final Fantasy X. There's a very strong possibility that maybe some things will change and I'll start it, but the bottom line is this: I can't do two JRPGs at the same time. It would be utter failure for me to be playing Final Fantasy X HD and Tales of Symphonia HD at the same time. It can't happen. It just won't work, all right? So I have to think about how to handle this, and I will be getting back to you guys, but I am getting it. Don't worry. Rest assured, I'm getting it. I am going to play it. I'm just not going to be starting it immediately because there's too much other stuff going on right now for me to try to make that kind of commitment, or even to be that silly to try to jump into two JRPGs at the same time. That would probably be career suicide, quite honestly. Okay. Now, phew. The last thing, and then I'm going to mention a giveaway, the giveaway that I alluded to at the beginning of this video, and that's going to wrap up the Week in Preview. You may have noticed something. I didn't mention a particular game at all either during this Week in Preview, and the name of that game is Titanfall. Titanfall for the Xbox One. The game that Microsoft really wants you to buy as a system seller for the Xbox One. I played Titanfall 2 times this past week, and I already reviewed it. If you didn't see the review yet, there's a reason why, for whatever reason, it's getting tons of views. It's because, unlike the mainstream media who likes to suck the balls of Microsoft, like literally they take Bill Gates and they say, "Yes, Mr. Gates, I will take Titanfall, sell the Xbox One." No, I don't do that. Okay, no one's paying me to play Titanfall. No one's paying me off to give this game a good review, all right? You got to watch my review because I really feel it is the most honest and fair review that you're going to see about the game. And by no means am I saying the game is horrible. I never once in the review say the game is horrible. I think the game is incredibly overhyped and overrated. And after playing it 2 times, I'll be honest with all you, I don't want to fucking ever play it again. I'm trading in Titanfall come Tuesday. I'm done with it. I played it twice. It's probably the most overhyped, overvalued thing I've played in a long time. It is nowhere near worth a $60 retail game price tag. It's one of the biggest ripoffs in gaming history, in my opinion, and really they should be ashamed of themselves saying that this is a system seller and trying to make you buy the Xbox One with this fucking game. If you want more elaboration on why I'm saying this, watch the review. It's already live on the King of Hate vlogs, but I'm done with Titanfall. Anyone else who's getting paid off by Microsoft or whoever can continue to play it as much as they want. There's nothing wrong with liking the game either, but what I'm saying is this is not what Microsoft said it was. It is not the system seller. It is not the revolutionary game with great gameplay you've never seen before. Wrong. This game is a bunch of rehashed shit from other games slapped together. It's still fun to play, but it's no great original content that needs to be bought, and it's not a must-have. In fact, it's a fucking skip. So fuck Titanfall. I'm getting rid of that piece of shit, and I'm buying a real system seller this Friday when I get Infamous Second Son. Fuck you, Microsoft. Okay. So, now, for the final part, but then we'll wrap up the weekend preview. The giveaway. Since November, I've been alluding to this giveaway. In January, I revealed what it would be. And now, finally, I'm ready to announce it. But I am not going to officially start it yet, and I'm going to tell you why right now. The PlayStation 4 giveaway. That's right. I have a PlayStation 4 North American version, which I purchased with the intentions of gifting it to my girlfriend. Unfortunately, the games that she was interested in got massively delayed, and at this point, she even told me she's not really that interested in even getting them for the next gen, that she maybe doesn't even want the next gen console yet. And I said, you know what, this is the perfect opportunity for me to give back to my viewers and my fans. One lucky viewer is winning a PlayStation 4 from yours truly, okay? And basically the way it's going to work, everyone is eligible. All you need to do is enter on my website, thekingofhate.com. There's going to be, in the forums, there's going to be a thread that you post up in. Now, obviously, we're going to have all kinds of protections. We're going to make sure that people aren't posting more than once. That'll be against the rules. We're going to make sure that people aren't going on multiple accounts on the same IP and posting up. And, of course, we can't guarantee 100% that we're going to take care of any kind of cheating, but we're going to make an honest try to make sure that people don't cheat with this contest. Now, also, for my Twitch TV subscribers, if you are a paid subscriber on Twitch TV, you're already entered in the contest, and you're going to have priority to be one of the final 2 to win this PlayStation 4. Okay? And that's my way, a special way, of giving back to those who kind of went the extra mile and became a paid subscriber on Twitch TV to help me out. So, all this is coming incredibly shortly. In fact, if I can, I'll start it this week, but the reason I'm not going to do that is this. I need to talk to my forum mods, and I need to make sure that we have a system in place that is going to keep this under control. Because the last thing I want to do is say, all right, I just opened the thread, everyone go enter, and 500 people at once try to register, and then they go try to post, and it's out of control, and the website can't keep up, or there's people cheating and posting 45 times in the thread, and the mods can't keep track. I want everyone to be on the same page, so we are fully prepared for when this sucker hits, because I guarantee you, we will get hundreds, if not 1,000 or more new registrants for people to get a PS4. Right now, you still can't get a PS4. If you go right now to a local game store, they don't have it. They say, sorry, every time we get them in, people rush in and buy them, and they keep selling out. There's a lot of places you cannot get them, okay? And you go to Amazon, you go to GameStop, you can't even really order them. They're back ordered. So I understand the demand that there is right now for PS4. The way the contest will work, I want to explain this to everyone. It is not going to be, oh, you need to enter within a day. No, it's going to be an extended period of time. In fact, what I'm hoping is that maybe I can have it open right before I go on my time off. You guys can all get over there and post up during the time off. And then when I get back, maybe that's when I'll draw the winner. I don't know. I'm still debating it. And this is what I mean. This is why I want to talk to my mods on the forum about it, so that we can actually hash these issues out. And I'm sure that some of the mods on my forum are going to watch this video or are watching the video right now. If you guys want to put up a thread in the staff-only section, and we'll discuss it over the next couple days till we get the details hashed out, and we'll go from there, that would be perfect, okay? But yes, I'm giving back to you, the viewers. You deserve it. You guys give me my living. You guys allow me to do what I love for a living. There's no reason why I can't give back to you. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this PS4 giveaway. So more teals. What the fuck are teals? More details coming up shortly, okay? All right, that is it. I'm super excited for this week. Between more Dark Souls 2, which I tell you I'm craving. I can't wait to play more. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Infamous Second Son. More Tales of Symphonia, which I'm liking, even though many others aren't. I'm damn liking it, okay? And Hate Live returning, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I mean, there's just so much going on. I'm incredibly excited, and I hope that you are too, and I hope that you will join me, whether it's on Twitch TV live streaming if you can attend them, or if it's not, rest assured that the footage will be going on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. Oh yeah, one other thing, there will be a new DSP Tries It this week. There will be multiple unboxing videos. There'll be one for Metal Gear and one for Infamous Second Son. So vlogging isn't going on, break or anything either. There will be vlog videos going up fairly steadily this week as well. So you have that to look forward to too, right? Very cool. Thanks, everyone, for joining me here in the Weekend Preview. I'm going to head right over to YouTube to upload this right now. And then I got to get to work on my taxes, unfortunately. So not a fun night for me. Hopefully a fun night for you. As I said, take your time. Catch up on my content. There'll be new NES Remix videos going up shortly tonight as well. Thanks, everyone, for continuing to watch. I will see you this week for fun and new gameplay. Peace out, and I will see you then.